Don Quixote, written by Miguel de Cervantes, is a novel that follows the adventures of a man named Alonso Quixote, who becomes so enamored with tales of chivalry that he decides to become a knight-errant, renaming himself Don Quixote. Accompanied by his loyal squire, Sancho Panza, Don Quixote sets out to revive chivalry and protect the helpless. The novel is divided into two parts. Part 1, Don Quixote's first outing. Alonso Quixote, inspired by chivalric romances, dons an old suit of armor and renames himself Don Quixote. He rides out on his decrepit horse, Rocinante, to perform noble deeds but quickly returns home after being mocked and injured. Sancho Panza joins, undeterred, Don Quixote enlists his neighbor, Sancho Panza, as his squire, promising him governorship of an island. They embark on a series of misadventures, including the famous episode where Don Quixote attacks windmills, mistaking them for giants. Misadventures and encounters, the duo faces various challenges, including an encounter with a group of friars whom Don Quixote believes to be enchanters. He also frees a group of galley slaves, who turn on him. Despite these setbacks, Don Quixote remains steadfast in his quest. Return home, after a series of humiliations, including a disastrous encounter with a group of actors and a humiliating trick played on him by some local townsfolk, Don Quixote is finally convinced to return home. Part 2, Renewed Adventures, Don Quixote and Sancho Panza set out again, with their fame preceding them. They encounter more elaborate pranks and schemes, such as a false enchantment that makes Don Quixote believe he is battling a monstrous giant when it is just a harmless windmill. The Duke and Duchess, they are invited to the castle of a Duke and Duchess, who amuse themselves by playing elaborate pranks on Don Quixote and Sancho. Despite the ridicule, Don Quixote maintains his chivalric ideals, while Sancho briefly experiences the promised governorship, only to find it far from ideal. Final battles in return, Don Quixote's final quest leads him to Barcelona, where he is defeated in a duel by the Knight of the White Moon, who is actually a disguised friend. The terms of his defeat force him to abandon knight-errantry and return home. Don Quixote's death. Back home, Don Quixote falls ill and, on his deathbed, regains his sanity. He renounces his knightly pursuits and dies as Alonso Quixote, surrounded by friends and family. Don Quixote is celebrated for its deep characterizations, humorous and tragic elements, and rich commentary on the nature of reality and illusion. The novel explores themes of idealism versus realism, the impact of literature on the human mind, and the clash between the old world of chivalry and the emerging modern world. Thanks for watching! Please like and subscribe to the Gist of It channel.